What a great opening Roberta gave us this morning. Following on this reading of 365 Days for Richer Living, written and compiled by Dr. Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. And we have been following this throughout the year, and we continue on that process. Today's reading was about the confidence in the law, about the conviction, about the self-assurance, about this idea that when I know that I know that I know that I'm able to bring forth into my experience, into my life, the manifestation and the demonstration of all that I desire. And sometimes it shows up like that shiny new car or that magnificent home or that deep and loving relationships. Sometimes it shows up in that peace of mind. Yes, just being in that place of knowing that life is good all the time. Isn't that wonderful? Yes. So we've been moving through a class here that's called Quick Start. That this has been also intermingled with our new member orientation. And so we completed on Thursday, and several people have gone through the process and have been willing, ready, and able to step forth and declare that they wanted to be new members within our center here. And so I'm just going to, not all of them are here today, but I'm going to read their names, and if you're here, and I apologize because I'm probably going to mispronounce these, but just forgive me. So Miguel Criado, Patricia Quinn West, Robin Brooks, Carlos Molina, Tim and Kim O'Connor, Samuel Serrato, Scott Forrest, and James Pesavinto. If you're here, would you please just stand so we can acknowledge you? Thank you. So this is a demonstration of the power and the presence of what's happening here in the center, because we are growing and expanding and moving into something more magnificent and powerful within this center. And I know this, and we've been talking about this for some time now, and we're about to move into some new experiences. In August, I begin my 6th year here. Yeah. Thank you. It's my 3rd congregation, but it's my 6th year. Some people, no. Don't go there. Yeah. It's been a challenge. It's been an awareness. It's been an awakening. But you know, when I showed up, there was this, sometimes we looked like we had 30 to 40 people in the congregation. And now we just jumped up to something like 115 members. Yes, this is good stuff. And we do an average throughout the year of about 65 to 70 people at our celebration service. And when we have the seasonal people come in, we sometimes bring that up over into 100. So it's incredible what's happening here within our center. And I wanted to mention that because this is a process that does not happen overnight. This is a process where one has to train the mental atmosphere. One has to train their mind in order to bring forth the vision, in order to bring forth the demonstration and the manifestation that you want to have in your experience. Now, that doesn't mean that it does not happen immediately and spontaneously and right into your life. But if most of you who have been following along in Science Science of Mind in the New Thought in the way that I have, you notice that in the beginning when you first start, because you're very excited about this and you're really enthused about it and you're learning this method of how to manifest things in your life, and things just start popping and things start happening. It gets really, really thrilling and you're like, wow, I'm going to take on some more. And then the next thing you know, it's like as quick as they can, they start going away. And you're like, wait, what's that about? Where's it all going? What happened here? Because there's a process that goes along with this that says that you have to train, you have to discipline the mind, the mental atmosphere, in order to sustain this, in order to bring it forth into that divine, magnificent experience that you want. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, says that we are in a up spiral in life, and that when we are practicing the tools and the methods and the ways in which we teach here in our classes and in our programs, we know that life has this opportunity to continue to move forward and to move upward. But it's also in a spiral, and that it comes back around to the experience, to the condition, to whatever's showing up in life. And if you've done the work, you're looking at it from a higher perspective. You know when you've not been doing the work is that when you come back around to that idea of relationship, you've married the same person again, just in a different form. The up spiral would mean that it would look a little bit different. That hopefully there would be a little bit more love, a little bit more tolerance, a little bit more compassion. Because you have to do the work. You have to continue in the process. This is a lifelong process. It never ends. And I've got some information for you that when this physical body life ends, it keeps on going in the soul into another life experience, into another life form, into another adventure that I've yet to be able to identify, and I'm in no rush to get there. But what I know is that it's there, because I have come to the awareness to know that that part of me that is the divinity that is in each and every one of us is eternal. It's immortal. And it is forever creating and co-creating the experience of the individualized expression of the One. In Science of Mind, we say that there is only one. There is only one God. There is only one mind. There is only one intelligence. And that it dwells within each and every one of us as an individualized expression of the Divine Spirit. You are part of that one. You may not, in this condition, in this form, hold all of that which is the divine, but you are an individualized part of that. And you are necessary to be in this expression in order for that divine spirit to have its opportunity to experience in life in the multiple, infinite, eternal number of ways by which it is capable, because it is divine. And so it shows up in the personality of Michael, and in the personality of Robin, and Mary, and Paul, and all of you. Spirit has shown up right here today, just as you are, whole, perfect, and complete. Nothing needs to change. You are already in that place of the wholeness and the experience of the divine. Now, because we are given free will, we've been allowed to make some choices along this pathway, along this journey. And so some of these choices that we